In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this super cute and adorable Evil Queen Tsum Tsum. Yeah, Tsum Tsum. She is designed by @Jasmin_Loom on Instagram. Thank you so much, Jasmin, for letting me post this tutorial. It means a lot to me. So yeah. So, like I said, this is designed by @Jasmin_Loom on Instagram. I'll have her Instagram in the description below, as well as her YouTube channel that she recently started, so make sure you go subscribe to her. I'll have that in the description below. And yeah, so on to the materials you're going to need for her. So you're going to need a type of hook. I'm going to be using a rainbow loom hook. You can use a crochet hook or rainbow loom hook, whichever one works for you. A C-clip or stitch marker. You're also going to need 2 pony beads that I don't have with me to show you, but you're going to need 2 pony beads. Never mind, I found them. 2 pony beads. You're also going to need something to stuff her with. I used polyfiber to stuff her up with. If you don't have polyfiber, you can use cotton balls, napkins, plastic bags too. There's many things you can use to stuff her up with, but you need something to stuff her with. And you're also going to be needing your rainbow loom, which mine just happened to disappear. Found it. You're going to need your rainbow loom, and the rainbow loom is going to be used for her crown here. Because the way I did the crown for this one over here, I did not like it, and it's kind of hard to explain how to make it. So I made another crown, an improved version that I like so much better than the first version I had. But yeah. And now for the colors you actually need for her. So you're going to need some yellow for her crown here, or whatever color you want to do for a crown. You could also do gold, but I'm doing yellow here. I'm using opaque yellow. You're also going to need yellow for this row here. You're also going to need some black, as well as some white, a skin tone of course, some type of purple here. I used opaque purple for this. And then I'm using fuchsia right here. The magenta color looks much better on this, but I don't have magenta, a magenta-ish color. So I used fuchsia. But if you have like a color that's kind of magenta color, sort of, that would look much better. But yeah, the fuchsia doesn't look that bad either. And that's all you're gonna need, and the colors. I'll have the band count in the description below. So it is an estimated band count, so it's not completely accurate, but I try my best to get it as accurate. So yeah, let's get started with her. We're gonna start off by making the crown, and this is what it's gonna look like here. There's a closer look in a different color though. And you're gonna want your loom in the staggered position here, and you're gonna have it on your side, on the side. You want the arrow facing to your right. You're going to start off by using double bands and going along these 7 pegs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pegs. So this is 2 pegs. This is 4. No, that's 4. 5, 6, and then 7 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you should have bands going along these 7 pegs. Now that you have double bands going along these 7 pegs here, make this straight. There we go. Along these 7 pegs, we're going to form the we're going to form the triangle shapes here to make it look like the crown. So we're going to start on this side, and you want to start by going from this corner peg to this peg right here, like that. Then we're going to put another double band going from this peg to this peg right here. That. Oh, accidentally let go of those. That. And then we're going to repeat that on this side right here, but going this way. So going from this peg to this peg, and then this peg to that peg there. That. Those ones there. And then this one right here. Now you're gonna get something that looks like that. And then we're gonna do that again, going this way. So from this peg to this peg, and then this peg to this peg. There. Again on this side, this peg to this peg, this peg to this peg. That. I'm trying to use the natural sunlight to film this, but the sun is kind of disappearing. We're going to repeat what we did on these ones here. So this way, going like this, and then that way. Going from this peg to this peg, and then this one to this one over here. Again, going this way. Okay, like that. So now you're gonna have something that looks like this on your loom here. It's gonna be bands going this way and then 3 triangles. So now we're gonna make this little part right here. Oh, you can't even see that. This part right here, the tip, sort of. I don't know what you call that, but the tip of the crown. So for that, you're gonna want to grab your hook, and you're gonna grab a band and wrap it around your hook 2 times. That. Then you're gonna grab 2 bands here, and you're gonna slide that band you just wrapped around your hook onto those 2 bands. So it'll go through. There you go, like that. And then you can reclaim there. Then you're gonna place it on this peg right here. Like that. Just move that around. There you go. So go ahead and repeat that on these 2 pegs right there. Again, wrapping a band around your hook twice. Then using 2 bands to slide it onto. And then placing it on this corner peg, or the top of this triangle here. That. We'll do that once more on this one here. Okay, so now you're gonna get something that looks like this. Again, you got bands going this way, the 3 triangles, and then now we have these right here. And now we're gonna start looming it. So I'm gonna flip this over here. Gotta have something like that. And we're gonna start on the tip of this triangle here. You wanna start by going into it, and you wanna pull up these bands right here. Pulling these ones up. Like I was saying, you want to pull these bands up through here and then over onto this peg. That. And then you want to go in through all these bands right here. And you're going to try your best to pull this bottom band here. This one here. You want to try your best to pull that through. That. You're going to place that on this peg here. So then you're going to have something that looks like that. Push that down a bit, and then we're going to repeat that on this way. So this side it's a bit easier because you can just kind of tilt the loom a bit here. And then grab it going to this peg here, and then go in and pull it up onto this peg. That. And then again on this side, want to go into this peg, pull the top 2 bands, that up onto this one, and then go under all that, the bottom 2 bands, up and over onto this one. That. And again with this side, bottom bands here, up and over stuck there. Onto this one, go through all these, and loom onto this one. Go. Repeat this on this peg here. So we're gonna grab the top bands here, pull it through. Oh, wrong way. And then onto these ones down here. Again, you're gonna grab the bottom bands here and onto this one. Pull these two bands up and over here and onto this one's here. So now you got something that looks like this here. And now we're gonna loom this whole line of bands there. So you're gonna wanna go under all of these bands. You're gonna grab the bottom two bands here so you can loom it up here. And then just go up. So pulling these bands up here, going under all of these bands. Oh, that's one band. I want both of them. Where's the other band? Oh. The bottom two bands. Be very careful with all the tension right here. Don't want to break your bands. That. Okay. Again, being super careful with the tension here. You don't want to get your bands broken here. Then I'm gonna loom these last bands here. And then we're pretty much done looming this all up here. And then you're gonna go into this peg and you're gonna grab all these bands that are on this peg here and we're gonna slip knot this all. So grab a band, slide it through, and then make a slip knot. So make sure you're pulling it nice and tight, and if you're using jelly bands, make sure to pull it nice and tight because those tend to undo a bit easier. So I'm pulling that nice and tight. And you can go ahead and take this off of your hook, off of your loom. I'm just going to use my hook to help me take it off here. Oh, it fell. But then, once you have it off, you can just tug on it. Tug on the little points here so you can see them so they're more noticeable. There. Move it around a bit if you have to. And there. There's your final crown. And what we're going to do is we're going to add some slip knot bands down here. So it's easier to add on when you have to add it onto the head. So I'm going to go in the center here. Oh, going in the center. Not there. There. In the center. And I'm going to grab a yellow band. And I'm going to do a slip knot there. That. And I'm going to do... Oh, my head got stuck. Then I'm going to do another one on this corner. You can add, I'm just going to add two more here. Not two more, but I'm just adding two. So then there's 3 slip knots. Just adding those and then that should be fine. You can add more if you want it to be more secured when we add it. But I'm just going to add those two because, yeah. And that's about it. So now I can move on to the next step. We're going to make the arms and legs. And I didn't write this down because they're just magic rings of 6 stitches. And yeah, so you're gonna make 2 in your purple color that you're using and 2 in your skin tone color for the arms. So I'm gonna show you how to make the magic ring, and yeah, and then you would pause the video and make the remaining ones you have to make. If you already know how to make a magic ring for the arms and legs, just go ahead and skip along. And yeah. So for the magic ring, you're going to start off by wrapping a band around your hook 2 times. That. And then you're going to go ahead and slide a band through that. And then you're going to go ahead and reclaim. And then you're gonna kind of do a slip knot, but not super tight. You want to go back into the band that you had wrapped around that, so you have that there. And then you're gonna slide a band just through these 3 loops here, just through that only. So then you're gonna have 3 loops on your hook now. And you want to slide this top band through these bottom bands here, so that. And then repeat that 4 more times. So slide a band through the cap band there, and slide this through the bottom 2 bands. Yeah. So that was 3. I need 1 more. And there we go. So that's your magic ring. Camera's over here. That's your magic ring. And to count, to make sure you have the 6 stitches, you're going to count these little V shapes right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6 is right here on your hook. And then if you're using a holding hook, then you would just go ahead and place that on your holding hook. But yeah, that's how you make your magic ring. So you want to go ahead, pause the video, and you're going to make 2 in purple, and then 2 in skin tone for your arms, and then the purple ones are for your legs. And if you're using a holding hook, do the ones in purple first, and then the skin tone ones. It makes it so much easier when we have to add it onto the body. So go ahead and do that, and then come back when you're done. Now, hopefully, you have your crown, your arms and legs ready to go. And if so, we can start on her body. Well, making her pretty much. So, I was forgetting my C-clip there. You want to start by getting your eyes ready, because we are going to need those in row 3. So just get those ready if you're using pony beads or rubber bands or safety eyes, whatever you're using. Just go ahead and get those ready. Okay. So we're going to start off by making a magic ring of 6 stitches. I'm going to guess that you already know how to make the magic ring. I'm hoping you already know how to make the magic ring if you don't. And the magic ring is of 6 stitches, I forgot to mention that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is on my hook there. So that was for row 1. Gotta scooch my chair in. That was for row 1, and now we're gonna do row 2. And I'm gonna push this backer. There we go. Hopefully that's not too dark. So now we're gonna move on to row 2, but you wanna quickly grab your C-clip or stitch marker and place that on the band that's on your hook there. Now we can move on to row 2. And row 2 is going to be an increase around to get to 12 stitches. And for your increase, you want to go into your first stitch here. You want to do a single crochet by sliding. For your single crochet, just slide a band through the stitch and then slide the loops through. And you're going to go back into it to do another single crochet. And that would pretty much be your increase. And then you would just repeat that all around. So you do 1 single crochet, back in, another single crochet. So you're just doing 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. That's, I need 1 more. Okay, so, There we go. So that's the end of row 2, and now you're gonna have 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stitches. Number 12 is here on your hook. So now we're gonna move on to row 3, and in row 3 we're doing a single crochet increase around to get to 18 stitches, and we're putting our eyes, you're gonna need your eyes, and we're putting those in stitches 3 and 9. So your first stitch is gonna be a single. Your second stitch is gonna be an increase here, and then your third stitch is going to be a single crochet, and you're adding in the eyes. You're not the eyes, but you're adding in one eye here. So if you're using a bead or a rubber band, you would just slide that through like you normally would for your single crochet, except it just has a bead in it. And then the fourth stitch is going to be an increase. Oh. The fifth stitch is a single. The sixth stitch is going to be an increase. 7 is a single. 8 is a increase, and then 9 is going to be a single, and again we're adding in the other eye here. There we go. And then 10 is an increase. Oh. 11 is going to be a single. And then your last stitch, stitch 12, is going to be an increase. That. And then now you should have 18 stitches at the end of this row here. You should have 18 stitches. So go ahead and count. 1, 2, 3. Number 4 is going to be this really tiny stitch here. That's because of the bead. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, again, really teeny weeny there. 14, 15, 16, 17, and of course 18 is right here on your hook. And now we're going to move on to row 4. And row 4 is going to be single crochet, increase around to get to 24 stitches. So you're doing single, single, and then you're going to do an increase here, and then this really tiny stitch here, your stitch 4, the super tiny one, that's going to be a single, so make sure you don't skip that stitch. And then you got another single, increase, and then a single, single, increase, single, single, and then increase here. Thought I made a mistake. And then again, like stitch 4, stitch 13 here, which is super tiny right there, that's going to be a single. Then you have another single after that, then an increase, single, single, and then your last stitch is going to be an increase, So now you're gonna have 24 stitches. So you want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So now you have 24 stitches. And now we're going to move on to the next row. And we're going to be doing for rows 5 through 6, which is just 2 rows. You're going to be doing a single crochet around in these 24 stitches in your skin tone color. So what I'll do is I'll do row 5 with you, and then you can go ahead, pause the video, and then do row 6 on your own, since it's just one row. So yeah. So you're just doing single crochet around, no increases, just single crochet around in your 24 stitches. At the end of this round, you should still have 24 stitches. Yeah. Okay, so that's the end of row 5 for me. So now I have something that looks like that. So go ahead, pause the video, do row 6, again just single crochet around in your 24 stitches, and then come back when you're done. So now that you finished rows 5 through 6 and your single crochet around in your 24 stitches just in your skin tone, we're going to move on to row 7, and row 7 is single crochet around in our 24 stitches again, but this time we're going to be doing 11 skin tone and then 13 black. So you want to start off by doing 11 in your skin tone color here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So then we're going to switch to our black here. You're going to grab a black band and you want to make a slip stitch. So slide the black band through the stitch and the loop here on your hook. And then that kind of counts as your first stitch there for the black, so that'd be 1. And then you just do the 13 black, or up until you get to your seat clip. Okay, so that's the end of row 7. Now you should have something that looks like this here. Now we can move on to row 8. So now we're moving on to row 8, and row 8 is going to be single crochet around in our 24 stitches, and we're doing 4 black, 6 skin, and then 14 black. So you're going to start off by switching to your, no, never mind, you don't have to switch because we're starting off with black. So do your 4 black stitches, so 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Now you want to switch to your skin tone here for 6 stitches. So again, start with your slip stitch. This kind of counts as 1 stitch here. That'd be 1. Moving into your next one, 2, 3, 4. 5 and 6, and then switching back to our black here, so another slip stitch, and we're just going to do black up until our C-clip again. You want to make sure you're skipping this stitch right here. This is the slip stitch from the previous round. You want to make sure you're skipping that. Go on to the next one, and then do your single crochet and continue all around. By the way, there might be a bit of background noise from right now. Might sound like there's cars driving. That's because I have my window open because it's kind of hot in here. So yeah, sorry about that. I'm almost at the end here. Okay, so that's the end of row 8, and now we can move on to row 9. And row 9, again, single crochet around in your 24 stitches. This time we're doing 4 black and then 20 purple, so go ahead and get your purple. Okay, so I got my purple color here, and we're going to be doing 4 black and 20 purple. So start off by doing your 4 black. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to switch to our, make sure you're skipping your slip stitch here, going into the next stitch here. We're going to switch to our purple color for the remaining 20 stitches. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's the end of row 9. Yeah, row 9. And yeah, okay. So we're gonna move on to row 10, and then after row 10, we'll go ahead and add the face details. So for row 10, it's gonna be single crochet around in the 24 stitches again, and we're gonna be using our purple color from now on. And you're gonna need your arms. Where did my arms go? Oh, here they are. They are over here. Go. So you're gonna need your arms, and our arms are gonna go in stitches 5 and 10. So grabbing a bit more purple here, that black to the side. So in stitches 5 and 10, we're gonna be adding in our arms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then stitch 5 right here. I'm going to grab my first arm. I'm going to place it on my hook. I'm going to go into the first stitch of the magic ring in the arm. I'm going to slide a band through the stitch as well and do my single crochet. So that was stitch 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then stitch 10 right here. So here I'm going to add the other arm. So grabbing the other arm here, going into the first stitch in the magic ring, sliding my band through. There we go. And then I'm just going to finish doing single crochet up to my C-clip. I'm going to have to get rid of a lot of sound. Okay, so that is the end of our row 10 here. And now what I'm going to do is, instead of putting my C-clip back onto the band that's right here on my hook, I'm going to go into the next stitch here, and I'm just going to grab a different colored band here. Grab this green band, and I'm going to do a slip knot. I'm not going to tie it super hard. Ooh, not super tight, I mean, but just tight enough so while we're adding in the face details, it'll hold this. Because if I had the C-clip on so then while we were adding all the face details and stuff, if I had the C-clip on, the C-clip might fall off. And I don't want my rounds to get destroyed here. So yeah, that's why. Put that to the side. And now we can go ahead and add our face details. So we're going to start off by making her nose here. So for her nose, you're going to need 4 Skinetone bands. And you're going to start by grabbing 2 Skinetone bands here, and you want to slip knot those together first. So that there. And then you're going to grab 2 more Skinetone bands here. You want to wrap those around your hook once, and then grab all 4 and wrap again. And then you're going to grab those 2 bands we just slip knotted together. Put that on your hook here. That. And then slide your band. Slide that through everything here. There we go. And just slide that to the center. And then that's your nose. And then for the nose, I'm going to place that right here on the magic ring here. So this is the magic ring. I'm going to place it right here. And these bands, the bands that are on the side here, are going to go through here and here. There are always loud motorcycles. I can't pronounce it. Motorcycles? I think I pronounced that wrong. Always driving by here and they're always so loud. Motorcycles? I don't know how you pronounce it anymore. But you get what I meant. So I'm going to slide this side through here. And then going on to the other side of the magic ring here. I'm going to slide this side, this band through here. That. Now it looks like that. I'm going to flip that inside out here. And I'm going to tie that. Nope. No, don't undo. Wow. And there. So that's your nose. And now we're gonna do her eyelashes real quick, since those are super simple. You're gonna grab some black bands, and for each eyelash you're gonna need 2 bands here. So just slip knot those 2 together. I'm gonna use my fingers for this real quick. That, and then do that same for the other one. Am I doing the eyebrows or the eyelashes? Well, I'm gonna do the eyebrows first, I guess. So for the eyebrows, you're gonna need to slip knot 2 bands together like that. I said I was doing the eyelashes. I'm doing the eyebrows for some reason. That doesn't really matter. Okay. So for the eyelashes, I need her to stand up a bit. Like that. Okay. So for the eyelashes, you have your 2 bands slipped together here. She looks funny bold. Okay. So what we're gonna do, the eyebrows, I mean. Wow. I'm gonna place, I'm gonna try and make it look a bit mad, sort of. Maybe here. I'm gonna slide this band through here. Do these 2 stitches. That. I'm just doing one eyebrow real quick, and then I'll show you how to do it. No. I think that doesn't look good, but then again, I like it. It's like I hate it, but then I like it at the same time. I'm just gonna keep it like that. So what I did, I'm gonna do that on this side too here. So I'm gonna go through this stitch, kind of right here that's next to the eye a bit. It's a bit higher though. So about here maybe. And then the 2 slip knot bands I did, gonna slide that here. You can add the eyebrows however you want. This is just how I'm adding them. If you want to add them the same way. Then I'm gonna slide this side here. Over here. Pulling that through there. And then I'm gonna go on this side here. I'm gonna go through this stitch in the face here. And I'm gonna pull that through. And then I'm gonna go through here where I put it in here, right here. And go in through that stitch, but through the inside, like that. And I'm gonna pull it through again. Like that. So, yeah, I like this side better. Oh well. But yeah, so go ahead and add the eyebrows however you want. And then I'm just gonna tie this here. Okay, gotta tie the other one. Okay, and then I'm gonna pull them out of it so they're a bit more noticeable here. They're just kind of hidden right now. Just pulling it out. Ah! She's got skinny eyebrows. What happened to the eyebrow part here? Huh. It looks like it disappeared. Wow. This does not look like how I had it before I tied it. These eyebrows are messing with me. Okay, so there, after a struggle, I finally got this eyebrow. So now we're gonna do the eyelashes this time. So for the eyelashes, you're gonna need 1 band per eyelash, and I'm just gonna slide this band here through the bead. And if you use wrap bands for the eyes, you would do the exact same. You would slide this band through the wrapped band, and I'm just gonna do a slip knot. Not a slip knot, but I'm just tightening it. That made sense. Make sure it's nice and tight. There we go. And then I'm going to repeat that on this side here. And if you're using safety eyes, I don't know how you would do that. But, yeah. And I'm holding the eye down as I'm pulling it, so then the eye just doesn't get pulled out. Ooh, that one looks nice. So now I'm going to get my scissors that just disappeared all of a sudden. Huh, I need those scissors. Okay, well, I'm going to go get those. So, I found some decent scissors here. I'm just going to cut these. Oh, no. Why aren't they cutting? Oh, there we go. And I'm just cutting them to the size I want them to. You can have them long, you can have them short. Does not matter. Why does that look cool? Nope, don't like that. I want this one shorter. No! Okay, I'm just gonna stick to that. So, that's her eyelashes. Now she's starting to look a bit better. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do her this part. Oh, you can't even see that. This part, this black part right here, I don't know what that's called, but we're gonna do that thing. And the way I did this was, if you've seen Craft Muse's tutorial for the Maleficent Tsum Tsum, it's kind of like that, except on the Evil Queen here. That's kind of what I did for this. Or I'm thinking what, yeah. I'm losing my train of thought here. So if I remembered how to do it, I had forgot how I had did it, how I had done it, not did it, how I had done it. Now I remember. So you're gonna need your black band, of course. So grabbing some black bands here, and oh, my light just flicked. So got my black bands, a hook, and well, hair, of course. So I'm gonna start on the right side here, and I'm gonna start at around where we started with the black here, but I'm gonna start on this Skinetone stitch right below this black stitch here. So going into this one, go into there. So going into that one there, and then I'm gonna pull a band through. Oh. And then I'm going to do single crochet stitches going upwards this way, but as I'm going up this way, I want to make sure I'm laying down the way I want the little V part here to go. So, yeah. So once I get to above the eyebrow, a few stitches above the eyebrow, I might start curving in a bit. With the other Evil Queen, the V part of her, I don't know what it's called, kind of came out more to the side than in the actual center. So I'm going to try and get it in the center this time. hopefully. And then if you just make a mistake, you would just have to undo it all, I guess. So I'm going to start curving in around here. I'm looking at this one over here. I want to try and get it to look better this time. So I'm going to start curving in this. I'm going to start curving in down, not downward, but inward here, going like kind of towards the nose. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to go in. I want it to curve nicely here. So I'm going to go in this stitch here. And then I'm going to start going down. Okay, I might do one more. So that seems good. I like that. And then I'm gonna go upwards now. Going the opposite way though. Going upwards to my left here. Oh. Good girl. Oh no. See, like, this is kind of what happened last time. It's kind of going to the side a bit. I'm gonna undo some of those. This is what I mean by having to undo some. Why was it doing that? I want a nice V shape. Not some weird shape. Ah. So I like that a bit better. This looks much better. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do single crochet along these black stitches here. Okay, and I think I'm going to stop right here. Oh, she's upside down. So I'm going to stop right here. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip, not flip, but this band here, wrong way. Since we were going that way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip her over, and then I'm going to kind of take this off, so then it's, I don't know how you explain that, but yeah, and then I'm going to slide my hook in going the opposite way, this way, so then it's straight. So then instead of it being like this, cricket there, not cricket, but twisted, it is straight. That made sense, I think. And then I'm going to do single crochet along this, how do you call this? Along these single crochets we just did. Yeah. Oh. So I quickly went off camera and then just finished doing the single crochet going this way. So you just wouldn't have to watch all that. All I did was just finish off the single crochet that I had to do. That's it. So now what we're gonna do is, once you've made it to this end here, I'm gonna go into this next black stitch that's right next to it, and I'm just gonna close this off completely. So I'm doing a slip knot here. There we go. So now you're gonna be left with something that looks like this, or however you have your little V part here, sort of. Looks like this, and then you have this up here. It looks like a V. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be doing single crochet. We're gonna start another row single crochet here. So I'm going to start on here. So you want to select a stitch here, and I'm looking where I selected this one. So I'm going to do this stitch right here. It's kind of like the second stitch. So you have this center stitch right here. This is the center stitch for me. I'm going to go to the one that's next to it on the right here. I'm going to slide a band through that, and then I'm just going to do single crochet in these two stitches here. So 1, 2, and then I'm going to go into this one. So now I'm kind of going upwards this way here, and I'm also going to go into this one here. I'm also going to go into a stitch in the head here to hold this down so that it's not all lifted up. That, and then I'll do one more stitch there, like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over again, but now I'm going to go the opposite way here. Did I flip that over? There we go. I'm going to go the opposite way now. Going along these stitches here. And then I'm also going to go into these two stitches right here. These two stitches right there, I'm going to go into those as well. One, and then this one. There. So then that's that. And then I'm going to again flip this over here. Go into this first stitch. I'm going to go into another stitch in the head here to hold it down again. And then I'm going to do the single crochet going this way. And then this should be the last one we do. Then I'm going to go into this last stitch here, going into another stitch in the head as well, and doing my single crochet, and then I'm going to be closing it off. So I'm going to do a slip knot here and slip knot. Make sure it's nice and tight. So there you go. There you have it. I feel like I'm missing something. Not the crown, but something else. Not sure what it is, but I'm checking something. I used different bands on this one. Okay, so now that we have that here finished off, making sure these are tight, I'm going to go ahead and hide these in the body here. So go ahead and do that. There. Okay. Okay, so now that we got that, now we are gonna push her eyes in a bit. So I'm pushing in the eyes a bit real quick. Go in. Okay, so there we go. Now we're gonna attach her crown. So grab your crown, and you should have added the 2 extra slip knots here. I added one in the center and one on the side. You should have added 2 more wherever you were gonna add them, or you could have added more than 2 more for more, if you want it more secure. I might add another one. Yeah, I'm just gonna add another one here. So I'm quickly adding another band real quick. I have to quickly get one. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly add another slip knot band there. This yellow is a bit brighter, but does not matter. It's not that noticeable. It's gonna be on the head anyway. So now you're gonna want to see where you're gonna put it, where you're gonna want to put your crown. And I'm gonna put mine here on the black part, of course, right here in the center. I'm gonna kind of make mine look a bit like it's curved a bit, instead of just having it straight like that. I'm gonna want mine a bit curved like that. It's a bit like that there, just a tiny bit. So I'm gonna put this here, right there in the center. And then I'm going to go through the head and through this here, stitch in this black part, and then pull that through. That would be on this side here. So pulling these slip knotted band through. Is that the right one I'm supposed to be pulling? Oh yeah. There. And then these ones I'm going to put them in stitches a bit backer here. Wrong stitch. I'm going this one. Okay. Oh. Didn't pull it all the way. Where'd it go? Oh no, I have to pull these in. And her crown is sideways. So I want my crown to be straight here, not sideways. So it took me a bit of trial and error on adding the crown here, but after a while I finally like how it looks. So now what I'm going to do is, since I added 3 extra ones, I now have 4 yellow bands that I pulled through. And since these 2 here are super close together, and so are these, I'm just going to tie them together since they're close to each other. Oh. That knot undid. Okay, so that's how you put the crown on. Now, I like this crown better than the way I had done this crown. This one looks a bit better and a bit more like the one on the actual Tsum Tsum. Oh, I have to pull my chair down a bit. Okay, so checking to see if I forgot anything. No. Okay. So now I think we are ready to continue on making her the rest of her. So now we're going to be moving on to rows 11 through 12 and 11 through 12, and we're going to be switching to our purple color here. So I have my purple color out. So if you don't have your purple color out, quickly go ahead and get that. And we're doing rows 11 through 12. I think I already said that, but anyway, we're doing rows 11 through 12, single crochet around in our 24 stitches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do row 11 with you, and then you're going to pause the video and do row 12, and then just unpause when you're done. So yeah. So you want to start by undoing the slip knot we had done earlier. You can go ahead and grab your C-clip. Place that onto that band there. And since we're already in the purple color, we don't have to switch or anything. You can just go ahead and just do our single crochets. Oh. Okay, so that's the end of row 11 for me. Hopefully it is for you too. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, so now you're going to go ahead, pause the video, do row 12, single crochet around your 24 stitches using your purple color here, and then unpause when you're done, or just come back when you're done, whichever one makes sense. So before we do row 13, which is the row that comes next, after finishing up row 12, we're gonna quickly add this part right here, this white part. I forgot what it's called, but we're gonna add that. So the way I did this was just single crochet, and I started, I think it was on the corner here. I started on the corners of the black part right here, this that we had added right there, and then just went this way and then stopped on the other corner. That's what I'm going to do for this one too. I'm going to go into this one here, that. Nope. And then I'm going to do a single crochet. Well, would it really be called a single crochet? Here, and then I'm going to go, I pulled that really tight. Okay. And then I'm going to go to a stitch here in the purple. So go to this one. And I'm going to do my single crochet. And then now I'm gonna do single crochet along this second row of purple, going to the other side. No. I keep pulling this yellow band through from the crown. So I'm gonna stop here. It's like 3 stitches before I get to the arm, and then I'm gonna go over onto the black here. So I'm going to this purple. And now I can go into this black here. Then be this one. I'm gonna go into this one. And then I'm gonna go in this black one as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go in that one as well. So now that I have this, I have a white line here now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this, and then I'm gonna do single crochet going back onto this side. Okay, so I'm gonna go into where we started right here. Right here, this tiny thing right there. Do a single crochet. And then I think I'm gonna do one more row maybe. Yeah, so now I'm gonna turn this again, and I'm gonna do another row of single crochet. Okay, so I'm gonna end it right here, so I'm gonna tie it off. Dang, my slip knot. I'm just gonna fix this up here. And then I'm just gonna hide the slip knot real quick. I just pulled the slip knot through, that's it. So that's how you make the white part there. And then, yeah, that was it. So you can move your white out of the way here. And then we can continue on to the row 13 here. Okay, so you're gonna need your yellow for row 13. So I'm grabbing my yellow. And can you see that? There we go. So we're moving on to row 13, and for row 13 it's going to be single crochet around our 24 stitches, but we're switching to our yellow for this round here. Oh. So go into your first stitch here, and you want to do your slip stitch for your yellow, and go ahead and do your single crochet. Okay, that's the end of row 13. Now I'm gonna move on to row 14. And you need your purple again. So, got some purple. And row 14 is single crochet around our 24 stitches. Switching to our purple though. So, gonna go into your first stitch here, making sure you're skipping the slip stitch here. going into this one, I'm doing my slip stitch, and then doing my single crochet. Okay. Oh. So that's the end of row 14, and then I come on to row 15. So for row 5, we're doing, row 15, we're going to do single crochet around in our 24 stitches, and we're going to be adding in our legs in stitches 2 and 8. So, skipping your slip stitch here, and then 2's right here. So I'm going to grab my first leg, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. I'm going to add my other leg. Now I'm just going to finish doing my single crochet. Okay, so that's the end of row 15. And then now we're gonna do row 16, and we're gonna be switching to our fuchsia color or magenta color or whatever color you're using for this part right here. I'm using fuchsia, so gonna go get that. So now we're doing row 18 and we're doing row 16. Yes, row 16, not 18, 16, sorry about that. We're doing row 16, that's gonna be single crochet, decrease around to get to 18 stitches. So, switching to my fuchsia color here. So that's right there counts as a single. And then for my decrease, I'm gonna grab this I think this is the front stitch, the front loop of this stitch, and then the back loop of the next stitch. And that's my decrease there. Oh. So then I'm gonna repeat that all around. Single, and then decrease, front loop, back loop, single, decrease, Now your last 2 stitches here should be used to make a decrease. Okay. There we go. So now you should have 18 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So now row 17 is going to be single crochet, decrease around to get to 12 stitches. So going into my first stitch here, single, single, then decrease, single, decrease, single, decrease, single, decrease, single, decrease, single, and then last 2 stitches again should be used for a decrease. So now you should have 12 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're gonna quickly stuff her up. So go ahead and get your stuffing. So I got my stuffing and I'm gonna quickly stuff her. So I finished stuffing mine because I take forever to stuff my creations for some reason. But that's done being stuffed. Now we're going to move on to row 18. And row 18 is going to be a decrease all around to get to 6 stitches. So just decreases. And on this last one here, I'm going to close it off. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another band. And I'm going to slip knot it onto this one right here. Okay. And then I'm going to use that to go through these 6 stitches right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. So we go through all those. And then I'm just going to pull on that. So that's pretty much how you close her up. And I'm just going to go ahead and hide this here. Okay. So there. She is closed up. Squishy. So now we're going to need our black color here. Go ahead and get that. So I got my black. And we're going to, the black is for her cape. We're going to do her cape here. And I'm going to do the cape right behind the this white thing that I still don't know what it's called. Right behind there. So I'm going to start flat. So I'm going to start around here, sort of. And I'm doing single crochet to kind of lay out where I want the cape. Then I'm going to stop around there on the other side. Then I'm just going to switch this here. I'm going to do one more actually. Okay, now I'm going to switch this. And I'm just going to do single crochet back. And then we're pretty much just going to do single crochet back and forth until you have your cape as long as you want it. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna go off camera and then I'll do a few more rows and then I'll come back and tell you how many rows I did for the length of my cape, and you can go ahead and do more or less than that if you want. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I did four more rounds of single crochet going back and forth here to get it that long. So you can go ahead and make it longer than that or shorter than that. Doesn't really matter. Your zoom. So yeah. And then I'm just going to quickly close this off here. Okay. And then I'm just going to hide it by going through some stitches in this cape. Okay. So there we go. That is your final Evil Queen Tsum Tsum, designed by @Jasmin_RLoom on Instagram. So again, thank you so much at Jasmin_RLoom for letting me post this tutorial for your Evil Queen Tsum Tsum. This was so much fun to make, and I also really like the new improved crown that I did for her. I like how that looks much better than this one here. But yeah, thank you so much at Jasmin_RLoom for letting me post this again. And yeah, so that's it for this tutorial. Make sure to subscribe and like this video. Did I say subscribe already? I think I did. But anyway, I'm saying it again. Make sure to subscribe to see more tutorials like this. And go follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. I'll have both of those in the description below. I'll also have Jasmin's Instagram in the description below too. I'll also have her YouTube channel in the description below too, because she also has a YouTube channel. So I'll have those two in the description below. And yeah, so that's all. Thank you so much for following along and making her. Hope you have a good day or evening or night. I don't know what time it is for you, but yeah. Bye, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.